Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of social class. I am Kavita here to present new lesson from geography part, that is unit 8, Indian mineral and power resources. In today's session we are going to learn on these main topics. Those are meaning, importance and important minerals of India and as well as power resources. Let's start our class with the meaning of mineral. What do you mean by mineral? Mineral is one of the natural inorganic substance and it's completely composed by chemical and physical properties are called mineral. Again once I am repeating here, mineral is one of the natural inorganic substance. It's basically the natural gift and it's completely composed by chemical and physical properties are called mineral. And next here, the meaning of mining. I think you heard mining. It means in Kannada ganigarike. What is the meaning of mining? It means the process of extracting from the earth is called mining. ಅಂದರೆ ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅದು. ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್. And next here, the importance of mineral. What are the importance of mineral? As I told in the meaning, mineral is one of the natural gift of the country. It's a natural inorganic substance. So that mineral is one of the natural gift of the country. It's very essential for all the field. For example, industrial development, to construct home building, transport and railway route, railway track, road. It's very essential for commercial, for trade and business. By the mineral, economical conditions of the nation can be increased. Of course, because minerals is very essential for all the field, not only the particular field. It's very essential field in all the field. For example, in the field of industrial development, for transport communication system, to construct buildings, roads, railways and as well as trade and business. So this is about the meaning, the importance of minerals. And next move on, another topic, the important minerals. Yes, basically as we studied in previous lessons, India has the natural physical features, soils, natural vegetation, water, land resources. These are the concepts we studied in the previous lessons. In the same way, India has rich in the minerals. Many minerals are there in India. Among them are very famous and very important minerals given in your textbook. Those are iron ore, manganese ore, bauxite and mica. These are the 4 important minerals in India. Yes, let us discuss about iron ore. Iron ore is the most important mineral in India. It's very essential for as a raw material for iron and steel industry. So iron ore is most important mineral in India, and as well as iron ore is the most important and very essential as a raw material for iron and steel, because iron ore is the main base for all the sectors. Especially it's very essential for all the field. For example, to construct buildings, next one for transport communication. So that iron ore is the main base for all the sectors and all the field. India has rich iron ore in India. It's very rich, it's very abundant. Few states are very rich iron ore in India. The states are Odisha, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. These are the states are very famous in iron ore. Among them, Odisha state is the largest state to producer of iron ore in India. These are ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐರನ್ ಓರ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳವಾಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ರಿಚ್ ಇನ್ ಐರನ್ ಓರ್. ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇರ್: ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ತೆಲಂಗಾಣ, ಜಾರ್ಖಂಡ್, ಮಧ್ಯಪ್ರದೇಶ್, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ, and as well as Rajasthan. Among them, Odisha state is the leading, the producer of iron ore in India. So in Karnataka, as we already studied 9th standard, even while I was teaching mineral resources of Karnataka state. In Karnataka, few districts are very rich in iron ore. The state districts are in Karnataka. I am telling here: Ballari, Hospete and Sandur, Kamangundi, Kudremukha. And next here, India is one of the very famous in iron ore. India is the 4th largest country in the world, the producer of iron ore in India. Nearly 35% iron ore is there in India. India is one of the 4th largest country in the world. Nearly 35% of iron ore available in India. So iron ore is very essential as a raw material for iron and steel industry. So this is the concept about iron ore. And next here, manganese ore. Manganese ore is also one of the most important mineral in India. So manganese is the most important ferroalloy metal. So ಮಿಶ್ರ ಲೋಹ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So manganese is very essential. It's very uses for dry batteries, and next manufacturing dry batteries, paints, glass, and other purpose. Manganese is called the jack of all the trades. Why it is called jack of all the trades? Because it's very uses for many use. It's carrying 1 mark question here. Why manganese ore is called the jack of all the trades? Because it uses a different purpose, so that it is called the jack of all the trades. Even India is the 5th largest country, the producer of manganese ore in the world. So manganese ore is very rich in few states. The states are Odisha, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and Rajasthan. Among them, again Odisha state is the largest state, the producer of manganese ore in India. Even many states are there. So among them, Odisha state is the largest producer of manganese ore in India. And India is one of the famous country to export manganese ore across the world, especially export to few countries. For example, Japan, UK in the sense United Kingdom. It means England, Belgium, and as well as USA. England, USA, Belgium ಮತ್ತು ಜಪಾನ್ಗೆ ಭಾರತ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್ ಓರ್ನ ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ದ 5th largest country the producer of manganese ore in the world. So this is the concept, another important mineral in India, that is manganese ore. Next move on, another important mineral in India, that is bauxite. So bauxite is also one of the most important main source and main important mineral in India, and as well as is the most important as a raw material for aluminium industry. So bauxite is very rich in few states of India. The states are Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and as well as Madhya Pradesh. So bauxite is very rich in these states of India. Among them, Odisha state is the largest state of India to produce of bauxite. Which state is the very leading the production of bauxite in India? That is Odisha. So Odisha state is very leading state, the producer of bauxite in India. So bauxite is very essential for aluminium industry. So in Karnataka, bauxite is very famous in Belgavi district. So this is the concept about bauxite. And next move on, another important mineral of India, that is mica. Mica is one of the another important mineral, and as well as mica is a non-metallic mineral of India. It is a non-metallic mineral of India. It is very essential for electrical cables, and next automobiles, and as well as telephone. So mica is very thin, it's very essential transparent sheet. For example, wrapper. So mica is one of the most important mineral in India, and as well as it is a non-metallic mineral. It's very transparent, it is there in very thin layer. Ati teluvada padar anta heltivi. It's very essential for especially electrical cables. For example, electrical industry, telephones, automobiles, and wireless. It is in very transparent sheets. For example, wrapper. I think what I have observed. Progress card ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ wrapper sheet ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Very transparent sheet. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ one of the most important mineral, that is mica. So mica is very rich in few states of India. The states are Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Rajasthan. Among them, Andhra Pradesh state is the leading the production of mica in India. Second, Rajasthan. So mica is very rich in few states of India. The states are, again once I am repeating here, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan, and Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. Among them, which state is leading the production of mica in India? Of course, Andhra Pradesh. Especially green mica, as a very mica which is found in Nellore. ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ನೆಲ್ಲೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕಾ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ mica in India. So mica is a light green color. Mica which is found in Nellore, especially in which color? Light green color. So that's why it's called honey mica. So which state is leading the production of mica in India? Andhra Pradesh. Up to here, up to bauxite, Odisha state is the leading, but Andhra Pradesh state is the leading the production of mica in India. So this is the concept about mica. Next move on, another important topic, power resources. Then what is the meaning of power resources? Why it is need to our country and as well as for the human. Yes, the meaning of power resources. The resources which are necessary for the generation of energy are called power resource. To generate of energy ಅಂದರೆ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಟು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಪವರ್, ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಪವರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ power resources is very important. Again once I am repeating here the meaning of power resources. The resources which are necessary for the generation of energy, are called power resources. Then what are the importance of power resources? Yes, power resources are essential for economical development. Of course, by the power resources, economical conditions of the nation can be increased, because each and everything sector depends on power resource only. So that by the power resources, economical conditions of the nation can be increased. The first importance. And next here, improving the standard of living of the people in a country, because not only industries and agriculture, even each and everything human activities completely depends on power resources. So that it's very essential for to lead our life. As second point is saying, improving the standard of living of the people in a country, because everything is depends on power resources. Next here, it plays a major role in the development of industry, agriculture, commerce, transport and communication. Of course, as I told now, each and every sector of India completely depends on power resources. It's very essential for industry, for agriculture, commerce, transport and communication. Power resources ಇದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗಳು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪವರ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್. Without power resource, it's highly impossible to move our life, because every sector and every human activities completely depends on power resources. This is the concept about the meaning of power resources and as well as the importance of power resources. On the basis of their nature, power resources can be divided into two groups. Those are conventional power resources and as well as non-conventional power resources. Then which are the conventional powers we call? For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are called conventional power resources. Here on the basis of their nature, power resource can be divided into how many groups? Two groups. Which are those? Conventional power and non-conventional powers. For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Most of these are it means it is not create again and again. ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ ಇವು. ಸೊ ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ನಾನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್? ಇವು ಕೋಲ್, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇವು ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳಂತಂದರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು? ಸೊ ಕೋಲ್, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೂನ್, ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ನಾನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಪವರ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್? ಎಸ್. And the example for non-conventional power resources, the examples are like solar, wind, geothermal power, biogas. These are the examples for non-conventional power resources. So India needs to development these resources to overcome energy crisis. Yes, we have to start energy crisis with the help of non-conventional power resources. ಇವು ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೀಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಬಟ್ ನಾನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಪವರ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್. So these non-conventional powers is very essential for to create energy crisis. Yes, let us discuss about the first one important conventional power resource of India, that is coal. So coal, it is completely composed large of carbon. So coal is an important source of power in India. It's very essential, and here it's contribute to about 67% of the total energy abundant in the country. How much percentage is there in our India? 67%. So coal is an important source of power in India. It's largely it's a contribute about 67% of the total abundant in the country. It's also provides many as products such as coal tar, coal gas, and etc. So these are used as raw materials in the chemical industries. So coal is very essential as a raw material in the chemical industries. For example, plastics and synthetic fibers and rubbers. And coal reserves of India are, it means a distribution of coal in India. So in India, coal reserves are largely in the states of Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. So most Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. And account of it means these states have about 96% of total coal reserves of the country. So moreover, 67% of the total energy abundant in India. So as I told now, few states are very famous and few states are largely found coal. For example, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. These states have about 96 of the total coal reserves of the country. So coal even deposits are also found in some states. The states are Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland. And India is the third largest producer of coal in the world. Which place India has taken? Third largest country. As I told now, coal is very essential as a raw material for different industries, so that it is called black diamond. Why it is called black diamond? Because on account of its multiply utility, coal is known as black diamond. So coal ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಪ್ಪು ವಜ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ it is many purpose, so that it is called black diamond. So this is the concept about coal. Next move on another important concept. This is the last concept from this topic, from this lesson, that is petroleum. Yes, petroleum is a mineral oil which is completely composed of hydrocarbons. ಇದು ಎದರಿಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It's a most important as a raw material for many industry, because now at 21st century is complete technology world, and most of the transport communication has been developed across the country. For the transport and communication, which is the most important need, of course, petroleum. Without petroleum, it's highly impossible to lead our human activities. So that it's the most important raw material for many industries, not only for commercial, not only for transport. Without petroleum, it is highly impossible to a single vehicles, so that it is an important source of commercial energy. It's very largely used for transport and communication, and it provides raw material for various petrochemical industries such as synthetic rubber, synthetic fiber, fertilizers and etc. So petrol is very essential, because without petrol it's highly impossible, because for the transport and communication, which is the most important need, petroleum. So petroleum, each and everything, human activities and all the fields completely depends on petroleum. And next here, distribution of petroleum in India. In India, most of the petroleum reserves are found in Bombay High, Gujarat, Assam, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So Bombay High oil field extend in Arabian Sea near to Mumbai, has the largest reserves of petroleum and has the highest production of crude oil in India. So, especially South Indian states are very lead to have large amount of petroleum in India. The states are Bombay or else Mumbai. So, Bombay high, Gujarat, Assam, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Among them, Mumbai, it means Bombay high oil field in Arabian Sea near to Mumbai has the largest reserve of petroleum and as well as highest production of crude oil. And next, Gujarat is the second leading oil producing area in India. And petroleum is called liquid gold. So, petroleum basically liquid or solid? Liquid. So, liquid gold anta ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ because it's very essential for all the sectors of India. So, and but petroleum in India, India is not sufficient and significant producer of petroleum, so that India has to import a large quantity petroleum to meet its requirements from other countries, especially Arab nations. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದ ನಮಗೆ ಆಮದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅರಬ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಸನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ of India, and remaining topics we will study in the next session. Till then, keep watching video. Thank you and have a nice day.